Hi, Congressman Andy Biggs here from Arizona's 5th Congressional District. This is the second in a series that I'm making, of videos I'm making to explain what's going on with our budgeting process and spending and issues that are going to arise over the next 2 to 2.5 months. So we're now in a lame duck session. That means that we've had our election. Some people are going to be leaving, some people are going to be coming in. The president is, Donald Trump is going to be our next president, yay. And what's going to happen is we're going to deal with issues that we have to deal with. One of them that we have to deal with because of one of our previous speakers is the debt ceiling. And so a debt ceiling is, the way to think of it is kind of like your credit card limit. And we're way over our credit card limit, by the way. And here's the way to think of it further. In 2023, under the leadership of Kevin McCarthy, who was then the Speaker of the House, and Chuck Schumer, who was then the leader of the Senate, and President Joe Biden, they agreed to suspend or basically take off our credit card debt limit. So we've been operating on the last year and a half without a debt ceiling at all. And so what's happened is, they moved it at the time, they wanted to move it past the election. Why? Who knows? But that's what they wanted to do. And they did that, and guess what happened? In the last year and a half, we've increased our national debt by an astonishing $4.5 trillion. That's because there's no debt ceiling, and Congress just keeps spending money with the CRs, and I refer you back to video 1 in this series. So on January 1st of 2025, the debt ceiling will be reinstated based on the amount of pre-existing debt on that date. And that's going to be mid-$30 trillion in debt. The Department of the Treasury will then enact what's called extraordinary measures. These are ways to generate additional cash to fulfill obligations while complying with the debt limit until the X date, which is the date upon which the debt ceiling must again be increased or suspended. Now, the X date is arbitrary. It's made up by typically the Treasury Secretary. They claim that they use some metrics, but I'm just telling you, it is totally arbitrary. Our country is currently paying everything on credit, and this is unsustainable. And we must begin taking real, measurable steps towards righting our fiscal ship. The credit card is maxed out. We must follow through on our promises to the American people that we will work to cut federal spending and lower the deficit. We have a structural deficit in excess of $2.5 trillion every year. We need to cut that. And when you cut that, you can actually start getting to a balanced budget and stop borrowing on our credit card, which is overextended. I'll keep you posted.